Innovative.
Innovative comedy.
I'm getting old, though, man. I was in the car the other day. My girl's birthday was yesterday, and she been celebrating all month. But anyway, she was playing goddamn Meg Thee Stallion and Glorilla. And I found myself, I said, damn, I'm really getting old because these 5 Mile bitches is really just making me. It's offensive. And I think, like, girls is beyond them now. Like, we don't really want y'all like that. We don't want y'all telling me how wet your pussy is. I want to hear from you. I want to say, damn, she got some wet ass pussy.
Or I want to hear it in the moment.
I want to hear it in the moment.
Yeah,
now it's like,
just like on the fly while I'm at Starbucks.
I mean, I love Glorilla. I love Glorilla. I love fucking Megan Thee Stallion. I love them to death, man. They beautiful women. You know what I'm saying? I know it's only entertainment, but god damn it, that shit started sounding like, ooh, you are just fucking deplorable, aren't you? Just like fuck.
Foul mouth.
Bitch said she got the good neck and the water pussy. It's like, damn, I mean.
You gotta tell her like Charleston White. Yeah, that little, nobody want that little cooter. Yeah. She throwing that thing. She throwing that thing to everybody.
I want it, but I'm saying, you gotta tell everybody.
Yeah, she gonna come in and say, yeah.
Now everybody know what we got.
And she performed at Kamala's rally. Y'all remember? Yeah, man.
She had Quavo and she brought out like the nigger parade.
Did you feel like that was weird?
Yeah,
I'm asking a question.
That's weird as fuck.
Why?
Because
Should we say this for the podcast?
Yeah.
Should we say this for when we start? Okay.
Shit, I'm already recording. I'm cool ass Cam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet, and today I'm here with the homies, and we want to talk some shit and laugh.
Hey.
Yeah. With that
she
being
said,
said,
pew. All these niggas.
With that being said, make sure you tap in with our website, www.theinnovativeculture.com. Follow us on Instagram at innovative.culture and innovative.comedy, and subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/innovativeculture. Who I got in the building with me today?
What's good? It's Tony Grams. Follow me on IG at Tony Grams, TONY_GRAMS. Innovative Culture, Innovative Comedy. We back in here with another one. Who else we got here?
Hello, guys. It is Shantanette. You can follow me at just Shantanette. That is Sean, like Shawn Mendes, like ta-da, and net, like up your net worth this week. Let's get to it, okay? I'm trying to. You like that one, Cam? How that one sound? You like that one? I like that one.
Yeah, that was real smooth
that's where
right
we're gonna
there.
stay at.
Yeah.
I've been working on how to teach people how to spell my name without being like S-H-A. Who else we got here? Sitting here looking all cool. I'm not gonna talk shit because you gonna talk shit back. It's okay.
Talk shit. But you already know this is your boy Slink Johnson, aka your mama's friend, BKA Mr. No Stranger to Danger, the Revenue Wrangler, 5-time Wild Cheetah Submission Hold Champion, and master of the West African Monkey Spank Technique. And I'm right here at Innovative Comedy with cool ass Cam, my nigga. We here, just Shantanette, my nigga Tony Grams, because you know we am, bitch. You already here. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling carnivorous and vociferous right now. You know what I'm talking about?
Carnivorous.
I feel all of
You know what I'm
that.
talking about? And it's feeling great.
Beastie.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking
Feeling
about?
beast-like in these streets, okay?
We out here.
You done been up to some adventurous stuff, Slink.
Yeah.
What's been going? What?
Oh yeah.
I want you to know.
let's
Part
talk
of me
about
feel
that.
like
See, I
that
wanted to get
wasn't
in.
you, and if you don't confirm it right now in my face, I'm still gonna be like, that wasn't that.
That
nigga.
was that nigga.
That was not
sitting
him.
there dressed like CJ. Like he had he
Why
didn't
he
have
no shirt
Franklin's
on?
outfit. He had CJ.
There's a
He had the
story
white
to that.
beard. He had the first San Andreas
It's
fit
a
on.
story why you didn't have no shirt on. Okay, let's
He's
start
a
with why you
hero.
didn't
He
have
was
no
in
shirt on.
vigilante mode.
All right.
He had to change outfits.
I did. All right, first of all, I want to say, man, my heart goes out and God bless the people involved in this accident I'm about to speak on. But look, man,
Yes.
September 6th, about 12:35, I'm at the Tesla charging location. I'm charging up the little Tesla
This
rental I got.
12:35 at night.
12:35 a.m.
Okay.
September 6th.
Okay.
Man, I just get to the Tesla charging station. I did a wonderful show for the Super Niggas, my man Dozier and the Super Niggas Project over there in Lancaster. And I made my way from Lancaster and made it back to Hawthorne. And I was like, okay, I'm going to charge the Tesla up at the spot right here I go to. and I went there. My GPS said I'll make it there at 12:34. Now, mind you, I'm trying to keep these times right so niggas understand how fast this shit happened. My GPS said, okay, I'll be at the Tesla spot at 12:34. I get there about that time, I guess, jumped out, plugged the car up, jumped back in the car. As soon as I got in the car, I'm talking about this quick, I heard a loud ass.
No way.
I just messed everybody's shit up. I heard a loud ass. As soon as I plugged it up, got in the car, I heard boom. And I'm looking, because, you know, first thing I'm thinking, somebody was smack their car in the parking lot, because I'm in the parking lot, so I ain't really tripping as far as looking out for traffic, because I'm in the parking lot. I'm not thinking about that. But I say, okay, boom, I hear the boom. I'm thinking like, damn, somebody crashed their car clowning in the parking lot. I look over in the direction of the sound, I see no car. All I see is a puff of smoke, a big old cloud of smoke, and flames erupting from the smoke. And I'm looking from the car like, what the fuck is it? What happened? And you know, it took me a minute. It took a minute for my eyes to register. But I was looking at the tail of an airplane on fire. And this shit was nuts. And this shit happened, no lie, true story. And I told the news 200 feet. It wasn't even 200 feet. It was about a basketball course distance. It wasn't like from where I'm sitting to the sidewalk right here. Wow. That literally, probably closer than that. That motherfucking car, fix your phone. It's really fucking with me. That shit, I heard that shit, and I grabbed, you know, I heard the shit, and I grabbed my phone, and I FaceTimed my girl, because it was late. Now, you know what I'm saying? I told her I was on my way home. Some crazy shit happened. I just want to show her, like, damn, baby, this shit crazy. Right. And I'm showing her the shit.
Get your evidence, black men. Okay.
Right. I'm showing her the shit, get my alibi right. You know what I'm talking about? I'm showing her the shit.
Look, 10:57.
And we tripping off that, and while we tripping, I'm like, damn, I wonder if somebody in there. And I heard somebody say, there's somebody there. Like damn near instantly. And I'm trying to find the person. Motherfucker was covered in flames. He a ball of flames on the damn ground.
Shut up.
Bullshit you not, Shantanette. Tony, nigga. I hung the phone, oh, baby, shit, it's a nigga. I hung the phone up, and we ran over to him, we being myself and, you know, a few other people who were out there. Yeah. Some people had water bottles, they pouring the water bottles on them. Other people grabbing piles of dirt from planters right by, trying to smother the flames. And somebody had took their jacket off, and I feel bad because they probably took their jacket off to help and not get it fucked up. But I grabbed their jacket and make sure.
They like, I specifically put it on
Threw it in the fire.
Sir.
I'm sorry, my nigga. I'm sorry, but you know, it's a life.
Superhero Slink on duty.
Nah, but you know, again, I think that was the quickest thing for me to my mind telling me to smother the flame. Big nice jacket gonna cover nice head.
It's smart.
Anyway,
it's instinct.
Yeah, we got the flames off the dude, and he's in agony. He's conscious, screaming, this shit burns. You know, his nigga leg. I swear to God, it looked like somebody took his shin, just his shin, and just broke that motherfucker in a couple places. Like they tried to make the letter Z out of shin or some shit.
That's compound fractures. Compound fractures fuck me up. Looking at those compound fractures.
That shit look horrible.
I can't look at them, and I watch some gruesome shit, and I can't see. That shit bothers me.
We ain't gotta keep talking about it, but
that shit fucked me up, man. And at that point, the fire was out, and I'm like, yo, we should pull him away from this, you know, this wreckage before this shit blow up. Because mind you, when I seen the shit and it cracked, I didn't say I moved the car. I unplugged the car and moved it because I didn't want this motherfucker to go up too. Right. But I moved it a few feet down the way, ran it back up, tripping off the shit, and then all the shit went down. We grabbed it and pulled it back. And shit, the paramedics came, the police came, everybody, they blocked off the area or whatever, and shit, told us they had it. And at that point, you know, I wasn't too far, I didn't stay too far, so I just slid onto the crib. I had to take these clothes off. I had blood on my pants and my shoes, and God bless the man, but I needed them pants, so I had to make sure I get that blood out before it got for a set. But I went home and took my pants and my clothes off, and that's why I came back in the white beater.
Oh, okay, I feel. You know what I'm saying? I was like the first mission of GTA. Yeah, where you get to just the bike, and you in the 501.
How are you? Like, are you okay to talk about you for a second?
I feel like I'm all right.
How are you after all of that?
Thank you, Shantanelle. I thank you for that. I feel like I'm all right now. I feel like that was another affirmation of God's power, grace, beauty, magnificence, and glory. I mean, and mercy. That was, and again, well, that was just God showing me He loved me. Mm-hmm. Because again, I look at it as it could have been you, Mom, but I got you right. I got you. You're here for a reason.
You said something important about the timing of everything and the timestamps. And I'm a person that always pay attention to the time of things because I always hear people say God moves at His own magnificent timing. And I just feel like if you didn't, make that conscious decision, I'm gonna go all the way back home before I charge my car, you wouldn't have been there, and this could have been a whole different tragic story.
Yeah, mind you, speaking of timeline, I told you the GPS said 12:34. Mm-hmm. My girl told her I called her at 12:38. So that's how fast I got there at 12:34, and I'm all calling her.
Right in the nick of time.
Within the 4 minutes, that shit happened. And again, it could have been a few feet in my direction. It could have been me. It could have been a wheel. I saw a loose wheel. Right. It could have been anything. So, again, God is great. The people at the time, they survived. I'm not sure their well-being at this moment. But at the time they were alive, I didn't know it was a second person. That was fucked up because we was only just
tending to this one dude because the plane in front of me. I didn't go around the other side at all. It was somebody on the other side. I just seen just imagine the plane. I don't know how they label it, but just picture the driver's side. Mm-hmm. We was on the driver's side. The motherfucking plane was pointed west, and that motherfucker just came out the sky. I didn't hear no engines whistling. It wasn't no skid. Like it wasn't no landing. Like boom, crash, land. It was just crash. That happened. Something similar happened to me a couple days ago. Maybe a few days after that, coming from the market and just walking. As soon as I crossed the street,
I saw you post that, Tony.
It was the same shit. I'm standing there and I just hear the bow, and I look, and it's like I seen it as it like I heard it but seen it, and the car that caused it spins, and then the truck. I don't want to say it came at me, but it was the same thing. Like if I'd have been standing closer in that direction, I would have been right in front of the car. So it stopped, and me being me, I was just kind of minding it's an accident. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'm not about to just run over because I was telling Cam on the phone, I'm like, that person could have been running from somebody, and then you go to open the door and they just start getting off on some. It's reasons certain shit happens, so I'm always just aware. So I'm looking, but I see the person in the driver's seat moving, and when she jumped out and started screaming, my baby's in the back, and I'm like, that's how I was like, shit. And then I start walking towards the car. I see somebody get out the car in traffic. They run over. We get the back door open. She get her baby. I'll look around, get her phone from under the
steering wheel,
the pedal. And then as I walk in the front of the car, it's oils, and I can smell shit burning. It's shit squirting out the hood. Paramedics is there. No, and the same thing. Nobody even the dude that caused his car was just sitting there for a solid like 10 minutes. Both airbags deployed. I don't even know if it's a dude. I'm saying the dude that caused it. That car that caused it was just sitting there because nobody really cared because they caused it, and this woman is screaming, and how you asked that shit really did kind of like get to me. Like my anxiety went up. Like it was like in the moment I was cool. Like literally within like 3 minutes like of leaving, I just start feeling like, and I ain't had that feeling in a long time of like
a motherfucker. Like to go back to you, Shantanette. Yeah, I guess in that regard, I don't always look at it like that, but nigga, anxiety's up a little bit. I'm a pretty high strung kind of guy anyway. But again, when certain keywords like anxiety, it's definitely triggered that because I've been having some crazy dreams. Well, not crazier than some of the dreams I've had in my life, but I've been having some dreams as of late that's been like, whoa. So, and driving definitely. I've been doing a lot of driving lately, and it's kind of like,
it's just you taking it.
Nigga kind of know it. I'm finding myself going 55, 60 on the freeway. I don't even look here, man. I'm on the far right.
To be for real.
No, but I know a lot of people say they avoid watching the news and shit.
Yeah.
For that reason, because it's like, it's gonna create that anxiety. It's gonna make you not want to go out and do shit.
Yeah.
Like, well, you heard about something that happened on a cruise. Now you don't want to take a cruise no more. That type of shit, but when you see something happen in front of you and it's right before your eyes, that's a whole different thing because that's some unavoidable shit, and you don't know when something like that is gonna happen. It'd be like natural disasters, things like that people can't really prepare for because it ain't no way to tell that that's coming. You just gotta.
The reason I asked is because we are all funny people, And sometimes as funny people, we'll make jokes about things that are bothering us the most. And it's like, no, I'm really bothered, but I'm going to make a joke about it. And then I know for me personally, I'll make jokes about things and people will never know I'm in danger because I've made them laugh at it so much. They're like, oh, well, she must be fine. She's so funny. And it's like, I'm killing, but like,
I'm
this shit is killing me. Yeah.
And it just took me, like, I didn't think about talking about it on stage until like a week later. Like, for real, like really just like the other day I started thinking like, I'm gonna talk about it on stage.
That'd be the best shit because it's experience.
Hey man,
how did you feel once you talked about it on stage?
I didn't yet. I haven't.
Oh, you haven't yet.
This is the first time I talked about it.
Other than the news.
Yeah, the first time. I mean, I've talked about it with you know, my personal life, but it's the first time I talk about this shit. And this, hey man, what can I say, man? Life is true. My life is true.
Hey.
I've you know, I thank God. I really, really thank God. Again, I really thank God for just giving me life, giving me my life. I've done some amazing things. You know, it's just something else you could put on a highlight reel for me. You know what I mean? And go back, you know.
Remember that one time you saved somebody?
Yeah.
On my behalf? That was cool.
I had to talk about it on the news so it can be documented, because when I be telling the motherfucker 20 years from now, they won't believe it. You know what I'm saying?
For real, I would have never believed you.
You Batman,
I would have never believed you. And I told you when we started, I was still laughing about it a little bit because I'm like, this can't be the person that I be talking to all the time. Like this, that's insane to me. But also at the same time when it happened, I couldn't really receive it and take it in because I saw it when you posted it, and then a couple of days later I went through a tragic thing, and it's like, this is too much information for me. So I kind of just like a little backpedal off of social media altogether, and then, you know, made jokes. I talked about it on here a little bit and kind of laughed it off, but I wasn't okay. And now here I am, like, what is it, September like 19th? Wow, wild. That's crazy.
That's crazy. And that's how close you were to the...
That's crazy.
So after everything that's happened, right, it's been like a couple, you know, time. Have you found out what happened with the plane to cause it?
I only...
No details, really.
I was contacted by the FAA a day or two later, and they asked me for my recount of the situation. And I did ask him about the pilot and the people involved, and he mentioned that the pilot was in bad shape at that moment, and the other person was in critical condition as well. So I'm not sure. I'm just looking for the news and just, you know, praying for him. Yeah, just praying for him, man. I hope, you know, that, you know, that's fucked up. And then, like, I don't say, Tony, motherfuckers say shit when shit like that happen. People like, oh, you know, they hit you with the hero thing, and it's nice. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's nice to hear. But I really understand now when I would see people go through that, and he be like, "No, I ain't no hero, nigga. I get it. I get it. That's what you supposed to do. A motherfucker burning, nigga, help me.
Help.
Some shit like that go down. Help me. Don't just fucking look at me. Don't fucking pull out your phone.
Pull out your phone.
Help me. And that ain't no hero shit. That's some human shit, nigga. I want to live, my nigga. I don't give a fuck what you might have went and did some janky shit, but I can't. I'm not. That's not on me. That's just what happened when my presence. That's on me.
Like you were put there for a reason.
I was. Yeah, that's it.
I was there for
and
a
I wasn't
reason.
even gonna leave that day. I was debating with myself to even go to the market. I was like, I don't need to really go. I'm just going to get extra shit. And I really wasn't. So if I wouldn't have, and I'm sure she would have got helped either way, but it just still for a reason I saw that. And it did just. It was a reason. And it wasn't even the crash that bothered me. It was like when I opened the door and I saw, and like she got the baby, and I saw like it was like ice was everywhere from like her Starbucks. It was change everywhere. The baby's shoes. That shit like kind of bothered me. Seeing this little baby's like little Nikes just like they got knocked off like this. And talking about it, you can turn that funny. You see what I mean? You can turn. That's the job of a comedian to make the saddest, craziest, painful shit. A whole room full of people gonna laugh at this shit, or be like, "Why am I laughing at this? It's crazy."
Be like, "Why am I laughing? This is so funny."
Hey man, pain is For real, man. You find little moments, everything. Like, cause when dude was burning and shit, we got the fire off him shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to grab him to move him away from the plane. Why the nigga? He tried to hold his wallet and shit. Like, nigga, I don't want your wallet.
He's like the black guy's trying to. Nigga, I'm saving your life.
He said, "This the nigga from Grand Theft Auto."
This nigga doing side missions at this point.
You can't have my wallet, Lamar. Fuck you.
It's like Slinkton did so much at this point. He doing side missions in real life.
Man.
He just like save the plane crash. But
But that's a real thing. Like
nigga, that's a main
sometimes
mission.
you don't
That ain't no
expect
depending on what level
help.
you playing. See, you see what I'm saying?
Here they done left me and went to GTA. I should have never brought it up. They running around the city. They just stole 2 cars.
But I was gonna say that's just the connection off of YouTube. Alpha when because I had met Sean before and I had met you before. But what actually made me like I hadn't been to the open mic spot yet. When it had been open for about like 3-4 months. But I would always watch the stories. I would like the posts. I was still supporting. And then what I was just seeing different people I knew start to go. And then once I saw like it was 2 posts that literally made me go to the open mic spot. It was you had posted. I think it might have been your birthday show, but it was Alex Thomas, and then I saw you. And I was like, when I saw you there, I swear I was like. And it wasn't like, oh, I gotta go to see Slink or to meet Slink. It was just like,
nigga know it's gonna be cool. What kind of shit? Okay, my nigga going. All right,
going for sure.
I was like, all right, let me.
So funny story about the history of Slink and Shantanette. You ready for this, Slink? Okay, I had no clue who you was that night.
She said I
had never heard of Slink Johnson before in my entire life. But everybody was so hyped and everybody was telling me, Black Jesus coming to your club. And I'm like, oh shit, I must be somebody. So that night that you came and you were technically to me a celebrity that I didn't know, I was like, I must be onto some shit. And that's why I fought for the open mic spot so hard. I'm like, no, niggas is pulling up, okay? They might not know who Shantanette is, but they know she onto something, okay?
They like, niggas is coming to support.
For sure.
To be part of the movement.
I remember Scruncho came, sat in the corner of my club, flipped the trash can over and sat on top of the trash can because there wasn't no seats left. Okay, it was sold out. That was a Tuesday night when I was doing the Taco Tuesday shows. Man.
That's how we supposed to do it though, man. This is a small community, man. Especially the comedy community in LA is a small community, and then when you marginalize it to color, it's even smaller. So we supposed to fuck with each other, man. All these little, you know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with all the barbershops, all the fucking. That's these spots, and really that's these spots where you get your chops set. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of cats don't remember.
It's making people laugh at a spot that they didn't come to laugh.
Right.
Like I always tell people don't understand. If you ain't doing comedy, it's easy. That's like playing a game on beginner or easy mode to make people laugh that bought tickets at a comedy club. They spent their money to laugh. Right. So if they don't laugh, try to make. I done did comedy shows in a tattoo shop. So that was part of the joke I made. I was like, I don't want to make niggas laugh too hard. I might fuck up somebody's tattoo. And then everybody started laughing because it's you have to like relatable. Joke to the. And I just walked around like on some hoe shit like. Yo, like, what you getting? Like,
that's exactly what I would have did.
And I was like, what you getting, a line? What you getting, a flamingo?
Exactly what I would have did.
I was just messing with people kind of instead of just trying to do a set.
Sometimes that's what. You know, that's part of being a comic too. You know, you reading them rooms, and some of them they all not sets. And again, I had to learn that myself. They all not sets. Sometimes you go in there and just fuck with people. Again, there be 9 niggas in there. Don't get me wrong, it ain't like they don't deserve a set.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't get me. It's not like they
gotta get comfortable with you though.
Right. Sometimes it's just comfortability. You're in the room
on both sides.
There's 9 people and 10 people in the room, and 3 of them know you, but the other 6, 7 don't. So you just whatever. You just tailor making it. That's what I try to do. I try to tailor make my experience for every crowd. No audience to get the same show twice. You probably get a few of the same jokes for show.
You're not gonna get the same setup for sure.
I'm
not getting the same setup. I used to struggle with sticking to a set when I first started because I just just the way I already know the way I talk is funny. So if I see something happen in the audience, my brain automatically I just want to talk about that. But at the same time, but I have big goals. Like I want to be on TV. I want to go places. I want to do daytime jokes. So it's like I had to fight that wanting to just urge to just like freestyle all the time and really like hone it on the set. And now I feel like I'm stuck in that set and I can't think of another set because I'm spent so much time trying to bang these 3 little jokes out.
That's me. I don't like getting married to the shit like that. Man, it'd be hard to get out. I
can't get out of it. Like
all it is start pulling from your latest experiences. All the solid jokes you got, or that I think any of us got. The most solid shit is the real shit you done been through, lived through.
And then you're going to have people that's in the audience that's going to be able to relate to shit.
Exactly.
And that's where they're going to laugh the most because they're going to be like, damn, that shit just happened to me last week, too.
So this is what I was about to ask Slink. Like, how do you combat, you going through, that was a traumatic experience. How do you combat going through life events and still find the urge to want to be on stage and be a comedian? Because I'm at a place right now, bro, where it's so much happening in my personal life, and I feel like if I get on stage, I'm gonna end up being labeled an angry comedian, and that's not who I am. So I just don't get on stage.
Well, you fucking up. You know, you better check yourself.
Because you worried about what they gonna label you.
That's it. You worried about
what you can do. What you doing is like what they labeling you is what you doing.
You projecting that shit on your own self, motherfucker. You get up there and spit your experience and let it be what it be. You know what I'm saying? Now, what keep me going is I got to. Mm-hmm. What the fuck else I'm going to do? You know what I'm saying? And then I think about life as far as, you know, keeping on your mission, man. It's like you got to stay on your mission. All this other shit going to happen. Life going to derail you. People ain't going to act right. Cars is gonna wreck, planes gonna fall out the sky.
Mm-hmm. Shit you can't control.
You can't, again, and you gotta, I'm holding on to that serenity prayer. Mm-hmm. Lord, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to change, to know the difference. So, you know, I'm just trying to lean on that serenity prayer more and just try to keep doing what I'm doing. Because shit gonna happen, Chantinette. But you know what might not happen? I wanna be on TV. I got big goals. That might not happen. Now, the other shit you talking about, that shit's gonna happen, my nigga.
Real shit.
That shit's for sure. So you gotta go do what the fuck that you gotta take them risks and go out there on a limb and get what the fuck ain't for sure. Them taxes, that motherfucking, the mates ain't gonna act right. It's always gonna be somebody funnier. It's always gonna be somebody faster, finer, younger. It's always gonna be a hater. You know, some shit going on at the house. God damn it, your hair ain't right. Something's gonna be fucked up.
Right.
Guess what? I look like yesterday. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck no more.
Yesterday might have been a good day.
Yesterday was a great day.
Right.
My Nikes is dirty, but I'm in this motherfucker.
Right.
Guess what? I'm in the bind right now. I need some bread. So y'all hit my Cash App, $ Slink Johnson, and love me down fast as fuck, because I'm in the bind.
I'm in the bind, Nate.
I'm not scared to say it, nigga. I need some bread.
Winning.
Watch me on Netflix, but I need some bread.
Or you can send it to me, $ Chantinette M, and I'll send it to him.
Hey, man, look.
Got you.
Or Tony Graham's 1023.
$ cool ass Cam. You know, everybody at the table.
You know, niggas out here. This is a national organization.
You see what you just started?
This is a conglomerate.
Man, it's enough for everybody. I got 349 some odd thousand followers on Instagram.
It's called a slice of pie for a reason.
If everybody could send me 50 cents. Or just round it off to a wet little buck, man, because you finna go buy some blunts.
A wet little blunt. I be thinking that all the time. Like, I got 10,000 followers. If all of them send me $1, we could really play.
Every week.
We could really play.
Every week.
Actually,
that's like church.
Everybody send me $1. We gonna pick one person to send all of the dollars to, and we gonna support each other like that. That's what I be wanting to do, but I don't have enough followers yet.
But that's what keep me going. Life keep me going. You know, fucked up shit happen, man, and you know. You got to take your moment. You got to lick your wound. You know what I'm saying? Your proverbial wound, pardon me. You know, if you're injured or something, that's something else. But
right. Please don't lick that.
You got to take your moment and lick your wounds and come on back, man, because shit is what it is, man. One monkey don't stop no show, man. You know, who gonna be you? Mm-hmm. Who gonna be you if you ain't on your shit?
Right.
This other bitch gonna try to be you and she ain't gonna do it right.
Fuck it up.
She gonna fuck it up. You know what I'm saying?
No offense to you bitches, but
no offense to you bitches.
My nigga, you gotta keep going though. You gotta keep going though, cause what the fuck else?
Deadass. My cousin in the chat, she said, "Listen to that man what he said."
What the fuck gonna happen, man? You out here hurting, man. I mean, people out here. Shit gonna happen. We all out here hurting. Mm-hmm. You don't think, you know what I'm saying? You don't think Jay-Z got no problems? He got a family. He
99
got
of them
people he
bitches.
love. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But you don't think of whoever. You know, you don't think these motherfuckers they got issues too. They got to
But
keep.
they only show you them winning.
That's what everybody
Nah,
does.
they don't though. I told somebody the other day, being a celebrity don't look fun no more.
Yeah,
it don't look like it
but
look
the
like
ones
Because of
that know
social
what they
media
doing.
now, the paparazzi
Nah,
ain't really the same as they used to be. Remember, you used to
nobody-
have a nigga sitting outside your
celebrity
mansion
is damn near the
with a camera
paparazzi
trying to
now.
get
Nigga.
Nobody announces or broadcasts their losses. Now the Paps will point your shit out. There's other people that point your shit out, but that's to say what you're saying. Nobody's pointing their losses out. They only gonna show you
They'll
what
show
they
you what
winning
they
about,
winning.
or
Or the appear winning.
or the appear winning.
And
They
it-
gonna be quiet.
And it's like I'm really like losing like a motherfucker right now, but I look
I'm
up,
learning
but
that now,
that's-
and unfortunately, I had to learn that the hard way. Like people putting on that show, like they winning for social media, and then you get wrapped into working with them, and it's like once
they
you
try
get
to have
into
you
that,
losing with them.
yeah, and nigga not trying to, like actually
exactly
will
what
try
I'm
to
saying.
step on your ass, smother you in the dirt just so they can get an inch closer
That's
to where
the
they
whole-
going
the
nowhere.
phrase "misery love company."
Yeah.
It's different ways, 1,000 different ways of phrasing.
I don't do it though. I be selective about the shit I do. I be selective about the places I go. I ain't got time to be running up. I got 5 motherfucking kids, 3 minor children. I ain't got time to be running up and down at every party with all you niggas
hanging out.
faking in front and shit, nigga. I've been going to Food for Less, looking at the cash register funny lately. I don't like feeling like that. So I really,
You can see they putting where the hundreds is under.
Yeah.
Food for less is no longer food for less.
I
Okay,
really, you know,
it's food for the same price as everything else.
I really
You remember
can't-
Food for Less used to be doubled up.
I really can't fake with motherfucker. I be driving Uber and niggas be like, yeah, nigga, didn't I see you on? Yeah, did you see the last episode? Watch another one, nigga. And you see
Go
me
buy
here right
this.
now. Yeah, go buy
Bunch
this. Yeah.
another one.
Give me 5 stars and make sure you watch Good
I
Times
love
on
promoting
Netflix.
to my Uber passengers.
Man, you think it's
locked in.
Them the best
Yeah, man.
followers. That's
It's-
how I got to my 10K. My Uber passengers.
It's
Them
hard out here for a
my
pimp.
ninjas.
And niggas be like, nigga, you did this, you did that. I said, you gotta stop pocket watching, my nigga. Y'all niggas gotta stop pocket watching for real. That's one thing I learned about Hollywood and being a celebrity or quote unquote celebrity. You gotta stop pocket watching. People got to stop pocket watching. You can't imagine, you can't even understand how many niggas come to me ask me how much I made on something or say, hey, ain't you did?
It don't even
Bro,
feel right to like.
why
that.
niggas, men, you gotta stop pocket watching.
Because I
my
feel
nigga.
weird when a chick asks me anything about money. It's like, so if I look at a chick funny for asking me
Imagine
about,
how a nigga feel about a man.
it's like it's very strange. Like what the fuck
you pocket watching.
Unless it's like if you asking about a job type shit or like business wise,
How
that's
can I
different.
work? How can
or
I
not,
get
I mean,
these
but even if he's like,
opportunities?
hey,
Those
like
kind of things,
if you're
but-
like, well, how much does it bring in? Or that's different.
But if you just a nigga
Just
that's
like, hey,
just
how much did
curious
you
to
get-
know how much I got paid for
I
something,
don't even like that because that's the same. How much does it bring in? Then you talking about my profession? Yeah, nigga, you need to go on and find out, nigga. But I'm not finna tell you because right now you ask me about my profession.
They like what your check stubs look like?
Everybody's shit is different. You say, what does acting bring in? Well, goddamn it bring in $1 million an episode.
Right.
For some people.
For some people, probably not you.
They done negotiated that
Probably
shit.
not you at all. I had to ask somebody that one of my friends is very talented and could easily become a stand-up comedian, but I had to ask him before I even gave him any advice, like, how do you handle rejection? And of course, like, he thought I meant like, you know, relationship type of rejections, but I'm like, no, I was foreseeing like comedy comes with a whole different type of rejection than regular life. Like when you get rejected in comedy, it kind of stings a little bit because it's like you gotta watch these niggas with opportunities that you know for a fact you are funnier than these people.
And that's why they trying to keep you out.
Yeah.
But
Like,
I
you ain't
think-
gonna surpass me. Like,
but that's why it's
Yeah.
important though to work your material to different types of crowds. Don't just focus on like, because you do have these famous venues, right? These Hollywood spots and things like that, everything that they known for. But we got LA, you got California, you know, everywhere here that's just such a big place, and you can gain a fan base and audience of people that will follow you, you know, pretty much. And we in a whole different age now to where you don't have to rely on that no more.
But you know, excuse me, a lot of that lies in motherfuckers' ability and willingness to step outside of their comfort zone. See, a lot of people are a lot of people, let's be honest, a lot of us are homegrown. I'm homegrown. I was afforded some amazing opportunities earlier in my career that I'm very thankful for, but I'm homegrown. I wasn't stepping outside to do this. You know what I'm saying? My thing, I was a rapper. You know what I'm saying? That was my life's dream at one point. You know what I mean? So you gotta be. I would tell a young comic now, starting now, you gotta be ready to step outside your comfort zone. For sure. Just like you said, LA is a big place, man. But again, you start off around your friends, but understand, step outside your comfort zone, meaning you gotta go by yourself. A lot of folks, if you only going to the spots that your friends be at, you
playing on easy mode.
You playing on easy mode. Yeah, you gotta start stepping out.
That's what I used to say that about.
That is the most agonizing part of comedy to me, having to go by myself.
This shit is lonely.
Yeah, but still, take a friend with you, moral support, okay?
You can't get nobody to do consistently.
Your friends ain't like that.
Anybody like
my comedy friends.
They don't gotta be consistent. I'm saying you gonna have maybe one person this week. All right. Well, I know I got a show today. All right, fuck it. You just gonna come ride with me.
It don't be the same. Niggas be different people blow your vibe. I found this.
Too.
Comedy friends are my comedy friends.
Yeah.
I put it that way. I was about to say some ignorant shit like I don't fuck with comedians, but I do. I fuck with comedians at comedy events and venues. Like certain ones. No disrespect to Tony Grams. Me and Tony Grams ain't never hung out like outside of what we do.
We always see each other.
But we hang out. If we everywhere we at together. If I'm somewhere around Tony and I'm gonna see Tony. I'm gonna gravitate because it's my comedy friends, my partner. We ain't never went to Starbucks or outside chasing no hoes together.
Let's go grab some coffee.
But
y'all have something in common, something relatable.
But even though he said that, and that's what always made me respect as much as he got going on, as much as he do. Every time he seen me, it's like and I'm sure he's like that with people you fuck with. And it's it was always like oh shit, like damn, this nigga remember, or this nigga and I'm looking at it like nigga this. I be playing this nigga on the game.
This my nigga.
And watching this nigga in movies. But now we doing shows together.
These my comedy partners. And if a friendship deeper than that happens organically, I'm with it. Like Tony said, what's up? We go fuck around some shit. This ain't even no comedy shit. Hey, nigga, I'm doing this over here this weekend. We gonna eat whatever. That's something different. You know what I'm saying? So I respect that as well. But to play on with Shantanette, we was talking about this shit is lonely. Like I come up by myself. My day one niggas, my niggas I hang with. I kind of separate shit anyway, you know what I'm saying? I like my day one friends and my real life friends, or my pre-comedy friends over here.
Y'all can talk about shit that y'all did in the past, that type of shit.
You know how to keep certain people, and you know how they function in certain other environments, where they might not blend the same with certain people. Right. That's comedian. It's just you got to know how to manage.
You got to know how to manage. It's a lonely game because I don't be doing all that nigga mixing. I don't like nigga mixing. I like you know what I'm saying. You might see one of my niggas from school that I hang with all the time. You might see one But
there have been times when we out on Sunset. What was I think when we was in front of it was I think it was the
comedy store.
It was the Crack 'em Up, but it was the anniversary, the 18th. It wasn't. I think it was like the 18th anniversary, and then it was like somebody else's. I think it might have been T.I.'s birthday that night too, and that's when T.I. and everybody was up there.
I want to meet T.I. so bad.
I seen one of the homies. I don't know about the homie. Like I ain't seen. This is one of them from Midtown. I ain't seen in years. I'm talking about like. Nigga, we sitting at the table, but when I seen him,
was he cool?
It was just all these different people, all these different famous people.
You met him too?
I seen him. I didn't meet him.
Oh, okay.
But I met, I talked to a lot of people that night, but it was just the fact of all these people from Netflix shows and HBO shows. I'm talking about like famous people.
I see Yellow Beezy
walking by, and then Slink standing there.
I
want to chop him up. Bring him here. Bring him to the Innovative Comedy Podcast.
The nigga was cool, but I wasn't. I was about to go down.
We was talking about something because that was before you hosted the special too. So it was the special. Coming up, it was before he hosted the comedy special last time.
The High and Fly.
Yeah, so we was just chopping it up, but it was all these Ron G out there. It was dudes from like Entourage and all these other little shows I didn't peep, and it was you can see the people that was keeping it real.
It still be blowing my mind. Top Gun. What be blowing my mind is that these people talk to me like normally. that still be blowing my mind. Like,
what do you mean?
The amount of it's like, you know, they not like they not Hollywood, but
That's
All right, so what I've
I
learned,
think what
right?
be blowing my mind is that they know me and they recognize me. That's the part that be.
But ain't
I'm
that
used
what
to being
you-
a chameleon and being low key and being out the way because I'm an introvert. But then it's like, damn, you done enough in these comedy streets where people like now recognize your face. That
They
still
know
blows
who
my
it is,
mind.
Chantanette.
Yeah, that
People
still
know
blow
who
my
you
You
are.
mind.
done sparked careers.
Hey, you'd be surprised how many
That done
niggas.
blew my
You'd be
mind.
surprised how many niggas know who you are. How many
for
people?
sure.
You know, it's a lot of people that sit and watch silently. You know what I'm saying? And never say nothing. It's a lot of those. So keep them in mind too.
I brought it up last week, but I got recognized by an adult film star.
I remember you
at
told
work.
us that.
And she was just like, I know you from somewhere. And I was like,
remember you
and
told
I'm
us
like,
that.
I know you from no. But she was just like,
Said you
she-
subscribed to my OnlyFans,
she
did
was
you?
like- she was just
I
like,
had
you
one
sound
person.
familiar.
No, I've had two people
That shit was dope.
walk up to me and be like, I know you from somewhere. The first one, he recognized me from just doing comedy. I was at Target and he walked up to me with the wrong hater. Okay. Wrong hater was like, excuse me, can we go? And I'm like, where you recognize me from? And then we got to the bottom of it. But then the second time this lady walked up to me, I was with my kids and she walked in between me and my kids and she grabbed me and she was like, I know you from somewhere. I watch you every single day. And I'm like, security! Where's my security?
Yeah, that sounds like some stalker shit the way she said
it was crazy.
I watch you every single
She followed
day.
you
It
to the
was
store
crazy.
for that
She was
opportunity.
like, I watch you every
Like, I'm gonna
day.
make sure I'm
you
in the
are
same
so
spot.
funny. And
All
at
right,
the
that's a good
time-
topic.
Yeah, at
So
the
how do
time,
y'all
I
have-
Get on
wasn't-
another one afterwards, but you do.
How do y'all handle like pressure? So you know you get recognized out in public for certain things, and now when somebody approach you, it's like, have you had a moment where it's like too much?
That's what I feel like.
It's like, damn, like you coming on a little
that
too
was
strong right now.
That was my moment, but she didn't come on too strong. But what happened was I was unprepared to be recognized. Right? It wasn't nothing that she did. I was unprepared for the moment. I'm still thinking, you know, I'm walking around Lamert Park with my kids. We just out. I'm just being regular old mommy. My brain wasn't clicking like,
I'm not in
you
comedy
are
mode right now,
somebody.
yeah.
No, not at all. So
And that's most celebrities.
it
or
threw
just
me
people.
off that the
They don't-
worlds collided like that so fast, and then it startled me because
She
like
just came out of nowhere,
I'm
like-
super mom when I'm with my kids. Like I'm mama bear, and she came in between me and my kids kept walking, and she stopped me, and now my kids are walking without me. So in my mind I'm like,
like, is she
but
gonna
in real life
distract me?
I'm like, oh, thank you so much, I appreciate you, and I'm like walking away trying to get to my kids, but I wasn't
All
ready
she
for
thinking
it.
about is getting your attention.
She
She
just
not
like,
thinking
hey,
about
hey.
your kids.
Yeah.
You gotta. I'll tell you. You gotta keep that in mind, Chantanette. Like it more so in this day and age period with social media. Like a lot of people that ain't even comics or entertainers are famous on social media. And one thing you gotta understand is when you sign up for fame, that come with it.
You don't get to pick and
I had to
choose when
make
they
my
find you.
IG public. Yeah, that's like the smallest.
This
step.
was this
Yeah,
was
like, I
my
had to
moment
make my
that
IG
taught me
public.
like, oh, I can no longer decide to be invisible. That is no longer my choice.
You don't have
that was my
privacy.
Stay in the
moment.
house.
You don't have
Stay in the
privacy.
house.
If you somebody
Exactly.
doing some type of like social business things like that, yeah, you gotta have a public
gotta be
Instagram.
out there, you gotta be
Yeah,
open
you
to
can't
people to
can't
see
have
who
no
you are.
private shit.
So
And
the
people have to
reason
see
I
who you
got
are so they can
on
support
social media, I started this whole journey. I wanted to do event planning. I wanted to be a wedding planner. And just me talking mess about people wanting to have a wedding with a $500 budget. People was like in tears, crying, laughing. And I'm like, y'all keep laughing at me like I'm Kevin Hart or somebody. And I'm so serious. And then they'll laugh at that. And then all of that collided and came together. And then I became a stand-up comedian. But my first love is still like the events of it. So that's why I produce. And I'm more so like, do I want to just be in the background? Like, I don't really like the foreground no more. I don't like the way it make me feel. So I'm in that
Low-key,
debate
I would have
right
had
now.
a package for that $500. That would have been like the lowest tier, and I would have scheduled them some shit in Vegas or something like that.
Pam,
To just go.
when I tell you
Get
the
hits.
hardest thing to do in the world is to get grown-ups to listen to you, okay?
Yeah.
I can work with a $500 budget. Not if you want to go get married at Caesar's Palace for $500.
you can't do
You
that.
got to listen to me,
You gotta
baby.
go to the
can't-
drive-through
Tailgate.
shit.
Listen.
You do a tailgate party.
You cannot have a $5,000 dress if you want to have a $500 wedding. That's not how it works. You got to listen to
just do
Hey,
that.
somebody.
Chantanette, you still do it?
Do
roll
what,
up the
wedding
shit.
plannings? I be thinking about getting back into it, but I also be feeling like I just pick up too much at one time. So what you got to say to me though? Because my cousin told me listen to you.
I'm a ordained minister. You add me to your package. I'll come. Hey,
Don't play.
A jack of all trades.
Because I've been thinking about adding myself to the
For
package.
$50K, I'll come marry him as Black Jesus.
Okay.
I'll wear the costume and marry them as Black Jesus for $50K.
50K. Okay.
That's crazy.
Okay, y'all heard it here first on Innovative Comedy. BM, Chantanette Morgan
50,000.
Productions. We do weddings. Okay,
Jesus.
we specialize in
There's people
comedy.
out here spending
Hold
500K
on,
on
I'm
a
plugging. Hold on, I'm plugging. We specialize in comedy weddings. Okay, so if you and
We
your
gonna add
spouse
that shit to the
like a
bio.
jokey joke,
To the bio.
listen, don't play with me because I can
Wedding
really do
planning
it.
extraordinaire.
I used to work at David's Bridal. That's where I fell in love with the whole
I remember those
bridal
They used to have the
experience.
Come on, like Kay's Jewelers and shit like that.
commercials. Have all that, or the Tustin,
Weddings
the diamond
are
exchange
a
at
whole
Tustin.
different life. Like you just go on a little epic quest with your bae for a little bit, and then y'all just end up married
Every
at the
time I
end
see
of
K's
it.
Jewelers getting like
Yeah.
ran in while little niggas with
People
hammers.
don't want to talk about
While
it, but
young
that's probably
niggas
why all
with
marriages
hammers.
don't work out because of the stress from the wedding lasts over into the marriage, and now we can't.
I think I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna slip away one day and wake up and tell my girl, come on, let's go down there and do it. And we just do it. I think that'd be the
That's
way.
how I almost got married.
I think
Oh
that
Jesus Lord,
that,
almost
that whole
just to clear it up on the air.
that
okay.
whole ceremony shit, that whole in front of people, that's pressure. You know, I only want to do it once myself, and you people spend all that bread. Look here, I'd rather get married and call motherfuckers.
You can go down
in 2
to the
years.
courthouse and get the paper.
Yeah, go get the paper and call. Tell your family and friends. Don't tell your family and friends you get married, but
I
tell your family
almost
and
got
friends in 2
like
years.
that. I
In
almost
2
got
years.
like that, Slink. But the reason why it didn't happen is because I had gut feelings that I could not ignore to the point where like it felt like I would almost throw up if I went through with this. And I just kept blaming it on like I can't get married without my mama. Like I just can't do it without my mama. But something just kept feeling like
You gotta listen to
and
that
I
fella.
feel like spending that extra time and that money on the ceremony will help some people weed out like, okay, he really in this for me, or you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking with my Disney Channel brain like, oh my God, this is so cute, we in love, blah blah blah, Kobe died, let's do it. But in reality it was like, no, this is not something that should be happening to my life, you know.
This is like you making a
I don't know.
long-term
I'm on the
decision.
fence. Yeah, I'm on the fence now for a quick
A lot
courthouse
of people do
weddings.
that now. Like they make long-term decisions.
Yeah.
With short-term.
And niggas will talk slick and fast and quick. Y'all know how y'all be doing. Y'all low-key some savages when y'all be talking and stuff. So, I don't know. My trust issues getting in the way of the shotgun wedding now.
I say when it's real, like I think I only want to do it when I'm ready. When I'm ready, it's gonna be real. And you know, maybe the year after. I don't give a fuck how old I am. Maybe the year after. We go 2 years. Now we tell everybody. We announce it. Hey, we get married.
And see, that's what I'm
good
with.
too. That's good.
And then let everybody spend their money. Look here, in lieu of gifts,
Let's do it.
give us bread, and we gon'
We gonna ball.
Now, I'm with having two separate ceremonies. I'm with having a small one with my family and just an intimate setting, and then, you know, making it a big thing after.
Get a
What do
wedding,
you think
a
about
wedding
the-
pool.
like, let's,
Yeah.
let's
Have everybody-
another topic. We got like Judge Mathis. This is dude. He been married 40 years, and then his wife just filed for divorce.
She said she was unhappy.
Yeah, and I'm like, after 40 years though.
that happens, man.
So it's like that's the investment you putting in, because to me that's what love is.
Yeah.
Love is, all right, I'm just trusting you. If I get hurt, fuck it.
Yeah,
That's
but
what-
who's to
it's
say
not-
he
you don't
ain't
wanna
start?
get
Who's to
hurt,
say he didn't
but
start
that's what-
acting different?
And that's what
Right.
a lot of people might, or it could have been some freaky shit going on. Who knows?
I feel like we having this conversation because I feel like my husband about to find me soon, and you guys are just teaching me here how men think. But come get me, babe, before I go get Chris. Anyway, I feel like it's not okay to get a divorce just because you're unhappy. I feel like, but I am also a single woman saying this. I feel like it's not okay to divorce and end an entire marriage just because you're unhappy. But I can understand how you can be unhappy to the point where you want to just get away from this person just to reestablish your happiness within yourself.
Because you think you can. It's like, okay,
And
it's
if
like a
that-
set when they say you can bomb in a set. And then some people, I've heard a lot of people say you can't like unbomb while you're bombing. and I've seen a couple comics do it.
You can unbond.
So is it like that? Like in marriage, if you're really unhappy, is it a point where you just get happy and stay happy and don't get unhappy?
Well, sometimes that happiness may fade, and I think personally, when it lasts for years, you give it some years. You know, I know in my own situation, I'm gonna be candid with you. I was in a situation for a long time, kid's mother, and throughout that situation, I wasn't always faithful, and it got to the point where I just got tired of being unfaithful and just knowing that somebody, you know, I believe in the long term and sticking it out. But again, niggas only got one life, man, and it's like, you know, again, I gave over half my life to something, and you know.
I think this is why relationships always get so tricky, because it's like you really gotta be with somebody that's really ready to be with someone, and not just people that are like looking for love. Like I feel like right now I'm just looking for love, just to be in love, but I don't really see like where another person would fit into my life and, you know, will help or do anything at all. Not to say like men are useless, but I just don't see where you got room at, sir.
You gotta do you and let that nigga make his place.
Yeah.
You gotta do you. Quit trying to accommodate a nigga. The nigga that wants you gonna come your way, but you got to be able to recognize, because he might not be in the package of the nigga that you want.
And this where I get hung up at, because it's like, oh God, I just need you to tat on his forehead. This is him in an ink that only I can see, because
he gonna show effort. He gonna show time and effort.
And that be so. This be the kicker. This be the kicker, right? Because everybody know Shantanette just got out of a relationship, right? And it's not really
with your baby daddy.
That's not really the case. People will put in effort, people will put in time, people will put in money, people will put in all of that, and it will still be a load of bullshit.
If you talking about the long haul, let a motherfucker show effort over the long haul.
And that's what the whole point of it is.
It's not one.
Investments they're not like a quick turnover. It's not an overnight thing.
It's not one kind gesture. It's not one kind gesture. It's over time, and really, sometimes while we having these conversations, you'd be surprised you're gonna weed out a lot of people. You might put a date on it. Say, look, I'm gonna give you this trim, nigga. I'm gonna give you this trim in a year. I'm gonna give you this trim in 1 year, my nigga.
But my fear now, Slink, is to put a date on it. Like, I'm gonna give it to you in 1 year. Like, a nigga could act right for a whole year and then decide to wild out. So now I'm just like,
I think if he act right for a whole year and he still deserve it. If he act right for a year, if he act right for a year,
I don't know. This could be my damages.
That's a long time. I'm talking about Shantanette.
Just be my damages.
365 days.
All 365
and it might be a leap
days.
I'm talking about this though, Shantanette. I'm talking about a real grown nigga that I'm sure you like. A grown nigga that got something going on for himself. A grown nigga that clearly has other options that will make himself available for you within reason and show effort. That mean a whole motherfucking lot. Like, for real, you want a good nigga, just say, I ain't finna try to clown none of them. Say good nigga, he assistant manager at the Ralphs or something. For real. He got a couple kids.
Got a consistent check.
Couple kids he fuck with. He got a mama in his life. You know what I'm saying? His baby mama don't give him no drama. At least he don't project that. Again, he working his job. He got his kids on the weekends. Like, you see him on FaceTime with his kids sometimes. You might even meet him at the park. You know he got his kids. Okay? So you know this over time. Pat, you know he got his kids. You know he working.
So what I'm telling y'all is, I know a nigga that got his kids right now, and he's still a bad nigga. So how do you discern if
there are other things, there are other details? How does he treat you?
All of the other things that go into it.
How does he treat you?
What if he treats you well in the beginning, and then all of a sudden something just switch and flip and change?
Well, that's how you got in the situation you was in last time. So they all gonna be that.
It's a cycle.
That being said, they all. So you gonna step out on optimism, or you gonna step out being pessimistic?
I'm always optimistic, but I feel like that's how I got in the situation I am now, because I was too optimistic, and that's where my fear is coming in. I'm like, I was way too excited.
You listen to your heart over your.
I always listen to my heart over my gut. Always.
How old is your youngest baby?
This is my issue. My youngest baby is 2 now.
Well, you get to know them. He or she.
He.
You get to know him. Just spend your time getting to know him, and the right nigga gonna come. Right man is gonna come. He gonna show interest, and he gonna stay showing interest.
I keep saying, like, I feel like my husband about to find me because it's just this feeling I have. Like, I'm so unfocused on a relationship, and that's when people always be like, that's when they pop up. And I feel like I just want to project, like, don't talk to me right now. I don't feel like it. But at the same time, it's like, oh, you can't deny. I am. And unfortunately, the tragicness of my last relationship taught me that I'm ready to be a wife.
You ready to be a wife?
It just taught me that I can't be a wife to anybody. I can't be anyone's wife.
And it might take time. It might be later on.
Those are some high standards.
Right away, right now.
Those are some high standards. Because a wife, you gonna put him first. You got kids.
God comes first.
Well,
and that's
first
the issue with a lot of relationships.
First on earth. Again, the first on earth. God definitely comes first. But first on earth. You know what I'm talking about? It's gonna be first. First over them kids.
Not necessarily first over the kids, but I do understand a man as a leader. And I do understand my position as a comforter and nurturer and teacher. And so that means that everybody is covered. If I'm a comforter, that means I have to comfort everyone. Nobody is left out of that. I don't get to turn off like, okay, my man needs me right now versus my kids need me right now. No, everybody needs mommy to be in the house and be attentive. So, I don't know. That's why I keep trying to put out to the universe, like, I ain't ready right now, but everything, scripture, God, everybody keep being like, girl, he on his way. Some random lady prophesied to me the other day that my husband about to find me. I was like, girl, tell him I'm going to call him back, okay? Shit. I tell him I will talk. I love you, baby, but I will talk to you later.
Just to switch topics real quick. And before, because we only got a few more, like, little while.
We got 6 minutes, Tony.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Oh, he's like, just go. But,
Slink don't like the timer.
Yeah,
we already went through that.
Backslap it off.
That's just there for a benchmark.
I ain't tripping. Yeah, it's all good.
But
I like.
I wanted just want that topic I wanted to get on last week, and it was just randomly because it was involving comedians. So it was this whole shit with like Dr. Umar. And I don't know if you can. So he knows.
Why does Dr. Umar always come up with relationship conversations?
Because he's one of the main people that give advice on relationships, especially black relationships.
I love Dr. Umar.
And
Tony doesn't apparently.
No, it's like I don't hate the nigga. I used to be a supporter, but I just watch him because it's the same pattern of shit over and over, and then he just play that every year. The same shit come out in the school still ain't came, and now this nigga beefing with D.L. Hughley. I
want you to know.
So I'm like, how did you get to this point from a school to beefing with comedians?
I want you to know that we host this show once a week.
And we're going to talk about Umar.
Every week that I've been here, you have told me the exact same thing.
One reason is he's
just
news.
Look in the camera and tell that man you want him to get to school.
He's a topic.
Hey,
talk to that nigga directly.
I'm with what she just said, Tony.
Talk to that
shit
directly.
real quick, and let's get that. Yeah,
people have sent you
Dr. Umar, this is for you.
People have sent you.
Then you won't have to bring his name up no more.
But I'm gonna bring him up if he's a topic, and the nigga's on the Breakfast Club, and he's actually doing interviews and content is being done on this nigga by every other podcast. It's just a reason I'm not just talking about him because he's in my head.
I'm about to talk about this
nigga's a topic. He's a media topic.
Where's the schools, nigga?
And that's the point
that's
of
what Tony said.
I was already on this topic, but it's the fact of now you going at it with comedians, and DL's reply to the nigga is something that I had been saying.
What did DL say back?
Where's the fucking school? Fuck.
That's what D.L. Hughley said.
DL was like, nigga, you talking to me like, nigga, where's the school? The same shit. It's common sense if you've kept up with Umar, and these are people that have supported him like myself. I'm not a hater. I fucked with Umar, but I watched the decline.
Did you send in some donations?
I sent a couple. And that's when he was still in suits. And
so that's why you mad.
Not even that.
Because the school ain't. Nigga, I invested in the school.
I invested in the school.
I didn't invest nothing. If I sent you $10 or something, I didn't invest it. That was just me supporting you.
But you think you bought that nigga some Dutchess?
Not even. It is. The money makes no fucking. It's the reason.
No, I'm gonna back you up, Tony, because it does.
Is black people. My thing is that triggers me is that black people that peddle shit to other black people that is like they using it as a remedy, but they working niggas. And
that's what I was about to say.
If you actually, everything's a hustle, and everything's a hustle, and you put your hustle into it, you're supposed to get your money back from it. So there's always going to be somebody dumb enough to buy something, and they might not be dumb because it might actually work for that person. So I'm not saying he an idiot because he a hustler. I'm talking about there's always these black people that are appointed to us or appoint themselves,
I
and their
feel
whole
like
shit
if you
is just
find
getting over on us
yourself-
more than the people that they saying they not.
I feel like if you find
that are
yourself
getting
in a
over.
position of being a leader, you are obligated to lead with dignity.
And that's
Yeah.
what that's
Yeah.
definitely
How I feel.
That's,
That's
definitely
fact.
something that nigga lacking. That's definitely something the nigga is
Period.
definitely lacking. Like,
Okay.
nigga, I'll say that's
I
definitely
was
something.
watching Kevin Hart's Grown Little Man special when I first started comedy. Not Grown Little, what's the green one? Seriously Funny. And at the beginning, there's a clip of Def Comedy Jam, and there's just a portion in it where Steve Harvey is talking about comedy, and he says when a comedian gets a microphone in their hand, they have a solemn duty to educate, to talk about the the topics, the social topics and stuff like that, and they also have a duty to just make people feel better and things like that. And I really took that to heart, and I was a little baby comedian at the time, and still to this day, like, I don't perform and get on stage and just like be blabbermouthed saying shit that's not true, saying stuff that's not, like, I don't even post things that's not true on my social media. Like, if I
unfollow pages,
if I
that do
made
shit
it
like
up,
that.
I will make it very clear that I'm making it up, or I'll be like, that's stupid, I'm dumb, like, don't worry about me. But I really try very hard to not post conscious stuff, but food for
But
thought.
yeah, something that
Something
actually
for your
makes
soul.
people feel a certain way,
Yeah,
feel nice.
yeah.
I post shit like that on my story.
And
It's
that's
just
why I was
nice
saying
nature
I don't
shit.
know how to get on stage right now
Photography or
because
some
I
shit,
don't want to be
anything.
an angry comedian getting up there like, fuck these niggas,
Yeah,
niggas ain't
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But at
That
the
could
same
be part of the
time,
set
you
at
know,
a point. That could be part. It ain't got to be every set.
Yeah, but my branding
Bro, he
is
said,
I
huh?
would like to
Bro,
be a
yeah.
person
I was
who
gonna
is
say
like,
something, but I want to let her finish.
yeah, uplifting black men and encouraging them and not talking down on them. But now my personal life is I got a black man in it that's causing havoc. I don't mean the rest of that's how you do it. I don't mean the rest of you niggas, but this particular nigga, that's a good joke.
I mean,
It's over.
definitely, it's like you can't really label everybody. It's just those certain experiences.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not gonna be every single experience, but those bad experiences are gonna teach you those
Mm-hmm.
traits, and you're gonna be able to see that even faster coming with other people to where you say, all right, well, this is what I know I don't
This
like.
reminded
I
me
don't
of
like this
something.
in this person. I don't like this in this person. And really, that's really kind of how you got to deal.
That's crazy.
How do you usually, if you find yourself in a situation like with like say, well, I wouldn't say bad relationships, but like friendships or shit, how do you just cut people off? How do you like remove motherfuckers from your life? Oh, because I mean nowadays niggas got unfollows, but we from a
Snip, snip.
generation
Man,
where
just-
with no follow or unfollow, it was like I gotta just stop.
Well, a lot of times, based on the type of person I am, it's gonna be me in your world. So I just remove myself.
myself,
It ain't necessarily. I live my life kind of way like. A couple of my homies probably know where I stay at, but they only came over like a couple times. I don't kick it in my house like that.
Yeah.
And I don't
That's
kick it
smart.
with niggas.
That's smart.
I kick with niggas in the street.
That's smart.
You know, once you start doing some weird shit or whatever, if I ain't got to be there, I won't.
Remove yourself.
You know what I'm saying? And just stop calling this shit. You know,
I have to
sometimes
show up. Yeah.
sometimes you just got to do that, man. I got, really got other shit to do. A lot of my friendships, to be honest with you, only person keep up with me faithfully is my mama, and God bless her. She called me every morning. But almost my friends, kind of like give and take, but I'm calling them. They calling me. If I don't call a nigga for 2 or 3 days, I probably won't hear from the homie. Vice versa, so that's just how it be. So I don't be tripping. If it's somebody like that, again, I just stop fucking with you.
Just kind of just bounce out.
Just bounce out, man. Just kind of fade away. You ain't got to say no whole bunch of fuck shit. I don't like arguing.
Yeah, arguing. Going
All
back
of
and
those
forth.
goofy shit. If it's some goofy shit, sometimes I don't owe you the explanation.
Yeah, hey,
Unless you just that close to me,
that's the realest shit too. Like I feel like I don't have to.
If you ain't that close to me, I don't owe you no explanation.
I
but
done
anyway.
have females. That's like I done dealt with females and they in a situation with somebody, and then me and they situation is like whatever, and then I start another situation and I cut them off, and they be like, and later on we might end up bumping into each other again, and I just felt you owed me like. You was in all situation. I really
I
didn't
ain't
know
owe you nothing.
You probably doing a little bit better than them at that moment, though. That's probably what it is.
You was already doing
because they probably just went through some bad shit with the next nigga.
Yeah.
It's more so the fact.
Already,
it's more so the fact that you jumped up off them like that too. Females got egos like that too. You fuck with that shit, I'm out of here. Like,
you gonna do this to me?
Yeah, people can't stand that. That really hurt people.
I'm off you a healthy dose of ignorance.
Yes,
man. Ignore the fuck out of you, man.
It can be ignorance. Or ignorance.
Like
real shit.
I feel like we need to normalize healthy breakups. Like,
and I've had a couple
you
of
shouldn't
those.
have to overly explain why this is not working out for you. It's just not working out for you.
I agree, but I don't disagree. A healthy breakup. Well, shit. When you say that, I'm thinking about motherfuckers talking. Hey, I want to break up with you. If you could talk that good to motherfuckers, you probably wouldn't break up. People's communication skills be fucked up.
Man, let's just talk about this.
It's not that simple though. Sometimes relationships don't work out.
Twice.
He did,
right?
He
hey, that
did.
shit fucked my mind up. He said, I agree,
but I don't disagree.
I agree. Healthy. Tell me what a healthy breakup is.
Too.
What's a healthy breakup?
A healthy breakup is an understanding that
it's over.
We can't go past this part. Where we both are trying to go, be it marriage or you trying to go back to the strip club, wherever it is, we can't go there together.
Damn, that's where it's at?
We can't go there together, wherever it's at.
Oh, that's where y'all was going together?
No. Just saying. Some people don't be trying to get married. Some niggas be like, I want to be in the strip club until I'm 65. And that's okay for that man. That's okay. But at some point, he should be okay with breaking up with his lady to say, hey, ma'am, I don't want to do this no more. I want to go back to the strip club. Or the woman should be able to say, hey, sir, I don't want to do this no more because I want to get married and I don't feel like you want to get married. But see, no, that feels like it's too late. That's a marriage. That's not just a breakup. That's a divorce.
She got to work. He gave her that work.
But listen, Tony, stop trying to be funny and listen to the difference in the verbiage.
Hold her like a press.
Listen to the difference in the verbiage. Okay, one is a breakup, y'all boyfriend and girlfriend. The other, y'all made a solemn connection before God and a bunch of other people to say y'all gonna be with each other no matter what until forever.
But what if it's like, I think you gotta look at time invested too, right? And like building a life, like pretty much, I would say even some 5 or more years, some shit like that. I think those breakups are tough because it's like, all right, well, who gonna take what? That type of shit. Because it ain't some like, I'm gonna just pack my bag and fucking dip. You know what I'm saying? And not come
they
back.
Are tough, but I'm gonna just be completely honest. I'm sorry to be a prude, but I feel like this is why we not supposed to move in with people before marriage. I feel like this is it's all stemming from the same thing of moving too goddamn fast. So
but then if you wait, then you ain't gonna want to move in with a motherfucker after you.
If like, you wait, first of all, if I got my own place that I find my peace in and I got my own stuff, there is no reason for me to go leave this and go live with you. If you're not fostering peace also.
Okay, because I had a nice breakup and we wasn't living together. And we was together for a while and we lived together at a point. And then we didn't, but it was never, and that whole relationship, we never like argued. It was just always chill, shit was smooth. There was never any issue of like, it was
y'all just realized you can't go past this point.
And then by the time and low key, I spent most of my like early 20s to my late 20s in that relationship. So I wasn't really like extraed out. And by the time I moved again, as I was still we wasn't living together and I moved again. That's when I first moved to Long Beach and it was just kind of like, we had like kick it here and there, and then it was just kind of slowly. We didn't even really say something.
Nigga started moving, bringing more shit every time he came over.
I was like,
that nigga started bringing like more clothes, just leaving shit in the closet.
Just like, hey, like this gonna stay here. I'm just going. But nah, after a while, it was just like we was cool, and she was still coming, like braiding nigga hair and all kind of shit.
I be feeling like that.
She was like, she just became a homegirl.
Like, nah, sir, get your shit. I'm not coming back. Get your stuff now, sir. This one dude, he kept my hoodie. He kept trying to be like, you gotta come get your jacket. Nah, that's yours now, baby. You got it.
He was trying to do
you own this now. No, we not doing that no more. I don't like being manipulated. I don't like when I feel like somebody's in my head.
I don't think nobody do.
Like,
I mean, it is people that do actually.
I don't like that.
They want to be led.
Generation for that.
But yeah, it's always people that want to be led. And they want to be It's always been people like that. That's why
I don't think that's leadership. That's what it gives me.
But there's people that choose
gives me you
that.
trying to pit me, and I've been slapped the shit out of you.
And you just gotta there's an understanding. You have to have an understanding that that's what you're not there for.
Yeah,
and then
I'm not the hoe
But there's
here.
people that are there for that. And that's what they gonna go with, and that's why those people are programmed to get at everybody like that, or either. So it's just a bad connection.
You know what else I don't like?
You knowing that connection.
I don't
working.
like when my homeboys lie on the relationship. Like I don't like when my homeboys, if they got a girlfriend that's a jealous woman and they don't make the nature of our relationship very clear. Like, no, this is the homegirl. I'm just not, we gonna hang out, we doing stuff. Like, don't lie and say like, oh no, I'm with the homies, I'm with my boys, and I'm a whole ass woman right here, and I pop up with my ass and titties, and she like, well, who is this bitch? Now I look like the crazy hoe. I don't like that.
That's because
don't do that to me.
That's because niggas.
Has that happened to you?
That's why.
Yes.
That's why.
A couple times, not recently, no.
That's why I don't believe in platonic relationships. So that's why I
get
stay
kind of
away from
awkward.
them. I don't even like platonic. I ain't gonna say
even when chicks be like,
I have very, very few, probably 2 platonic
boundaries.
relationships, and I don't
boundaries.
even hang with them all the time.
There's
Especially when you got a whole ass mate. Like when you got a whole ass mate, you shouldn't have no platonic relationship with no females. I'm going to hang out. Me and Chantanette are going bowling.
That's weird.
Fuck that.
And she's not gonna be there.
No.
Yeah, if you're not coming, that makes it even more weird.
And Chantanette not, and so that's the thing that be pissing me off about the whole situation. It's like, you know what? I will, as the woman in the relationship, as the woman in the friendship, I have stayed away from a lot of my guy friends when either I get in a relationship or when they get in a relationship for that exact reason. I just don't like the thought swimming around because I don't like that rhetoric out there.
It don't make no. For me, I just never believed in it. For me, it don't make no sense. Like,
what y'all talk about that we can't talk about.
Ain't nothing, shit. Nothing really, but shit. I see you when I see you. All that old extra shit. We can talk about all kinds of shit. We here together. I'm gonna see you. Now I'm seeing you, Chantanette. I'm seeing you at the show.
Like
I'm not gonna see you nowhere else.
You're like you were Brown Sugar.
Yeah.
And it's like in that shit how he was like best friends with him and Tay Diggs and Shania Lathan.
Right.
But then he get to know the fiance. Damn, I can't remember. Whatever, Boris Kojo chick.
Yeah.
And he get her, and then when I was just watching it the other day, and when they at the bridal shower.
Yeah.
And then she they playing the game of like, what do you know about your man, or answering questions like, what's his favorite? And the best friend is answering all this shit.
So I'm supposed to delete all my memories about my friend.
She's in a bad position
because he got a girl now,
and she know everything. She know what this nigga favorite drink is, and she know what his favorite rap song is.
I done been around,
and so it's like it is. I feel the same way with his chicks. It's weird if you a dude and you got a girl and she like, I'm going to kick it with the dudes. Or we going to TJ next week.
Bitch,
like,
no. Bitch,
she
what?
tell you we going to TJ next week. We going to, we're just going to go watch the fights at their friend's house.
Right.
I would love a relationship where my partner can be friends with my friends, so that way I don't have to separate my life like that.
I like my shit separate.
Because I do understand.
I like
Slink is like, no, my bitch is my bitch, my niggas my niggas.
I'm a nerd. I'm a gangster. I'm a photographer. I'm a comedian. I'm a chef.
That's right.
I do all kinds of shit.
Jack of all
I don't
trades.
like my niggas mixed. I got niggas out when I want to talk nerd shit. I'm gonna call my nigga Chuck. You know what I'm saying? Me and Chuck, my nerd partner, we talk all types of gigabytes and computers and shit.
500,000 gigawatts.
And I don't mix him with my nigga Jimmy. I got holler at my nigga Jimmy on some big bro shit, some game. You know what I'm saying? Some big bro. I holler at him. I don't mix him.
It's smart. That's why there's.
You can't get away from nobody when you start doing all that nigga mixing. When your whole
everybody together,
you can't get away from nobody.
You go kick it at this nigga house and this nigga here. You like, what this nigga doing?
I would like to reiterate that I was in the house watching Disney Channel and I don't know this nigga shit. Okay, so
you'll be like, nigga, why he and then you gotta ask.
So you supposed to separate the niggas.
You gotta ask this nigga why he. Oh yeah, he just slid through. I seen him at the. He said it was.
You got a lot of facets about your personality, right? And some facets you got friends that share. They don't blend with it always with everybody. You know what I'm saying? I got some friends they cool. All my friends gonna be cool with each other. But certain little jokes, I'm gonna get down some ways. I see my nigga Dre. We gonna be you should be talking shit. Chill, Bill. We doing our thing. But then over here, I'm with my childhood homies from school. I'm not talking about that. We over here. Our way is our way. So again, I like keeping my shit separate. And again, my friends with my lady, my time for my lady with my time for my lady. That's just it. And if I have time with a lady, it ain't for to be to play no goddamn PlayStation. It ain't always fucking.
Yeah, real
but
shit.
if
I might be cooking for you.
I feel like women, especially nigga,
like
if giving you any type of energy, effort, or attention outside of what's shared in the common space, that's too much. I don't need to. Shit, I don't need to do that. I got a whole woman to do that for. If I bought you a motherfucking Snicker, she not gonna feel that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want my bitch buying a nigga a Snicker.
It just feel like,
oh, that's just he cool, bitch. What?
Giving niggas a cigarette.
That's the homie.
Niggas asking her for a cigarette. You got a cigarette?
It's easy for me to be on one side of this conversation because I'm
niggas
single.
accept it a different kind of way.
And
niggas
they test it.
Niggas
They test
like you be like, girl, I bought him a Snicker. That nigga told me, that bitch bought me a Snicker, my nigga.
I'll make her give me a whatchamacallit tomorrow.
Give me a nigga. Bitch, nigga want a mouth.
Nigga. And then
Gonna ask for some Haagen-Dazs next week.
Them nigga friends you say that you speak so highly of,
They dirty motherfuckers.
if you offered some of that pussy in the most remotest way,
jump.
they're going to take that pussy shot to
they
that.
gonna backflip.
Now
So
you don't want to put your. You don't want to put your.
What I don't like
gonna
to talk
backflip.
about because I like
That's
to
y'all
feel
problem.
like
That's you like to live in a life of delusion.
You have to address
Women
the
like to be
It's
delusional.
the elephant in the room.
I am
It's the elephant in
Delulu
the
from
room.
Tululu, okay, and I love being here.
But when everybody see that, they gonna try to
But-
take advantage of that. That's the thing.
so
Certain niggas is
I
gonna try to
did-
take advantage of that.
There are
delusion.
certain male friends that I'm like, I feel like I have to at some point tell this person I'm not interested, but I still don't know how to go about it because they have not said that they're interested yet. So I'm like still like in limbo with it. And then there's some people like as soon as they be like,
interested.
girl, and it's like you already know off the jump.
If you ain't
like
feeling
you
it,
already know.
Okay, do that friend a favor. If you ain't feeling him, leave him alone. Like on the
You
real,
holding him up.
do him a favor. If you ain't feeling him like that, leave all the
Just guarantee
intimate
if you let him
one-on-one
know,
shit alone.
he gonna jump.
Please leave him alone.
Guarantee.
Leave that nigga alone. All that he cool, we be bowling. Leave if you feel that energy coming off him. If you feel that kind of energy, leave that nigga alone, man. For real, like leave
Like
him alone.
every time y'all go kick it, it start pressing more and more.
Music playing in the back.
Right, he cool as fuck. He talking differently to you than he do to everybody else.
And I don't think my friends do talk to me differently, but I do see how I'm a different kind of woman than the women that they are with. And I'm trying to be respectful and not like sound super cocky and whatever, but like I see the kind of woman that I am and I see the kind of woman that they're with, and I was like, I could see the clear difference in these type of women. I could see why you just want to hang out with me and kick it with me, but at the same time, like, I don't know what she's doing for you. So I don't want her to get jealous, but I also understand our friendship. But then, like you said, I don't know what's on this man's mind. In my mind, I'm like, oh no, we just kick. Like you like to reference, we going bowling. But, but like you also said, I'm delusional. And I like being delusional because it allows me to be friends
You
with
got
people.
that nice.
It's comfortable.
You can still.
It's comfortable being delusional.
You can still be friends, but again, limit some of that interaction with niggas, especially because you put yourself in the trick bag. It go from, okay, we're gonna meet at Fridays to next time, okay, I'm gonna pick you up and we're gonna go to PF Chang. And now you in my car. You know what I'm saying? I got the black ice. I just got the motherfucker wash. I'm smelling like
That's
the
a
guy.
move.
Got you these spring rolls.
That's
Yeah, I
the
got these
move.
spring rolls. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. You know, again, for niggas, I don't know. It's kind of like hard for me to have these conversations sometimes. But for niggas, certain little things, bitch, don't say hi to me. Just say hi and keep moving. You seem like a nurturing type,
Hi, Angel.
kind, cool spirit and shit. That'll get a lot of niggas in trouble. You gotta just not talk to some niggas. Some of that shit
Niggas don't
sometimes
fall
is
in love
okay.
and shit and-
Yes.
I be feeling that.
Don't do that.
Like,
don't
I just
leave
be
these
scared
niggas,
to speak.
But leave niggas alone.
See, but like I said, you said, like I just said, the delusion is more comfortable. But sometimes you deserve the comfortability after so much bullshit you
Right.
get through, and you like,
Right.
but then you get stuck in
It's
autopilot.
like, I just want to be with
You
my
get stuck-
niggas
you
at
get
this
stuck
point.
But
in
sometimes-
autopilot. and-
I done been through
Sometimes some
so
of that-
much
And it get
shit.
too
I
much
just want to
time
be
gonna
with my
go by.
niggas.
Sometimes I don't know what did it with your last relationship, but
The nigga
I say
crazy.
this: sometimes that delusion make your nigga a little bit insecure. You just so goddamn delusional. I mean, sometimes what you're doing,
so long out the game.
what you're doing with your life, and particularly you're a comedian. You're around a lot of niggas now. You friendly as fuck. Now your nigga know you, but he might be having a problem with that. Like, damn, he know you, but bitch, you too nice. Why you always smiling? Oh, you over there with the dark nigga.
One of the issues.
Oh, you around the dark skinned nigga. Why you always? Because it might be the dark skinned nigga you like. You know they always like the dark skinned nigga. You always smiling in that dark skinned nigga face. Sometimes you gotta take some of that niceness and turn it off. That's the other part about it.
And see, that's hard for me because
but I feel like when I first met you, you was like,
I'm super friendly. Like
you thought you could fuck, huh, Tony?
No.
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
Tell the truth.
I've told
nigga think he can fuck. You be too nice. Like nigga think he can fuck.
I've told the story, but I've always said like when I met her. So I was like the assistant. My homegirl's a tattoo artist. She did most of my shit, painter, graphic designer, and I was her assistant at it was a Spotlight Sunday show, and so there was all these vendors, and she was one of the vendors, and it was low keys. Because my homegirl, she's gay. She's a gay chick. So we was both looking, and like, damn, she bad. Like we both was saying that.
Got her
but.
Too.
You did come over and y'all exchanged cards because she was like, she did like graphic design, and I think you were trying to get something made for something. But I could tell even the way you were just kind of talking, it was like a straight like. It was like a business.
It was
like a
lot of women tell me.
You seem stern. You seem very stern.
More than a few women have told me I give off daddy energy.
Yeah, you seem like very tough.
And
not mean, but I could tell. And a dude tried to like walk up to her and say something in her ear, and she was like,
"No, nigga,
he was like, he got like all in her ear real quick, and she got and the look on her face was like, back up.
Because I don't like people in my personal space. So I used to dress completely different from this. I used to dress skirts, like boots. Boots was always my thing. Dresses was my thing. Like just real girls. And then that came.
What's up, Mac?
I became a comedian, and it's like somebody told me when I first became a comedian that I can't be too cute because then the women in the audience wasn't gonna like me. And then the next time out, it was like one of the men tried to get too frisky and tried to touch the wrong spot. And it's like, you know what? I'm gonna dress like a nigga from here on out. But that just led to now women think I'm gay. And it's like, I don't want you bitches neither. I just wanna be to myself. Can I just be nice? Somebody said that when I say hi, sir, that sound like I'm flirting because I call everybody sir and ma'am. Everybody is sir and ma'am.
Niggas so used to not being treated. Niggas used to being treated like shit.
Like shit. They like she must like me. She keep treating me with respect.
Niggas so used to getting overlooked. You know what I'm saying?
I was just talking about this. That's okay. Y'all deserve the love though. And this is what brings me back to I don't want to come off as the angry comedian because I'm like, Black, it's time. It's time for somebody somewhere
you can't
to
just
be like
prejudge people. And that's all
men.
I was saying. Just don't prejudge people.
Yeah, I know. Don't prejudge them that they good or bad.
Right.
Especially
you gotta kind of
good.
just let like see the red flags early.
Will bite you.
Yeah, because that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be the red flags. It's like, all right, this is already a toxic trait or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, and not saying too much and not saying enough at the same time. Yeah. I feel like Slink really unpacked my life today on this episode. But
that was your therapy session. For the day right here.
For real. I feel like it's time to start talking about certain things because the more I keep it to myself, the more it eats me alive. And it's like, I'm never going to start to heal unless I start opening up and being like, you know what? A lot of this was not okay. And like, I don't like the fact that a lot of people think I've been in a relationship for the past 5 years. It's like, no, I haven't.
You still locked down?
I mean, looking at Instagram.
What?
Oh, no, I'm trying.
It's fucked up, but looking at Instagram, I'm like, damn, Sean Ned having another baby?
Nigga. Like,
That's what it looks like.
The real tragedy of it all is the timing of everything. Just the way everything happened. Everything was just moving way too fast for me. Like
There's
you
momentum.
heard me, Tony. I'm coming from in the house watching Disney Channel to outside in the comedy world. And
it's
nigga.
naive. It's naive and just not knowing. But it's certain people that prey on shit like that, or
it's certain people that prey on shit like that, and everybody always talking about like you had to see red flags. You had to see red flags.
I mean, like look at.
But it's like
not even to compare the two, but look at Diddy. Same shit. Like he knew who to do certain shit to.
You said it, not me.
You know what I mean? It's like
you made
he
the
knew,
comparison,
like, who
not
to get
me.
with, and people that seem more unassuming, and how to had this more image of look what I'm doing. It's all about me, yada yada. And then but in reality, you doing a whole bunch of other bullshit. So that is people that's their tactic.
And it wasn't that I didn't see red flags. It was
just didn't pay attention to them.
No, I didn't have.
You ran the red lights.
I didn't have
She
the
was like-
verbiage of red flags.
She was
I
doing
didn't
donuts.
know.
She was
I
at a
didn't have
sideshow.
enough knowledge of like, okay, this is something that you stay away from when you see this. Like now that everybody in TikTok and their mama and everybody is talking about, oh, like these are red flags, these are red flags, these are red flags.
I got the whole jump
now
set
I
about
have,
red flags.
yeah. Now I
stole
have
my
the
shit.
verbiage and the education to know to steer away from red flags. But at the time, I had never experienced a personality like this before in my life. So I'm like, I don't know what's happening, but I just kept always telling my mom, like, I feel like he don't like me like that.
Hey.
And she's like, what does that
When
mean?
you
I'm
get
like,
that
I don't
feeling,
know.
Just remember, follow your motherfucking feelings.
And now we know.
And
you gotta look at things like, all right, what really attracts you to this person?
Mm-hmm.
You know, is it really something that's gonna, you know, make you kind of want to stay with them, or is it just something like, all right, well, they just cute? Anybody could be fucking cute, but like, what's your mentality like?
That's fucked up. The party. Those are things you don't really know. It's the cute that drives us. It's the cute that brings us there, and the other things come out. Like you don't really know how great a person is until you go through trial or tragedy, triumph and tragedy with a motherfucker, man. Like again, you catch a bitch at the point she up. That's probably the best she gonna look. Her figures right.
It's the best they got in their whole life.
But you got to see after some time. See after she done gained her a couple pounds. After she done lost a few things in life. After a few
people done
bad,
died.
you know, a few people done died. Obstacles come the way. Then you see how a motherfucker get. They get a little money. See how they get when
See
they get
how
a
they
little
get a
money.
little money.
see how they start acting with
things
other
going their
people.
way.
How they treat other people
You
too.
never know.
Because you're gonna eventually.
So
feel
I
it like
knew
that.
to look out
That's what you gotta
for
look
what I had learned about relationships prior to this one was to look out for how people treat you when they down. Right?
That too.
That's what I learned to look out for. When people don't have their life together, look at how they treat you. But that was when I was the best thing in the world. That was when the post would come and my girl is this and my girl is that.
Because
My girl
I'm
a
down. You the
hustler,
best
my
thing
all
a
of
nigga got
you the
going
best
right
thing. You
now.
the only
My
thing a nigga
support
got,
system,
right?
like-
But as soon as it was up, it's
Soon
like,
as the
I ain't
airport,
worried about
soon
you.
as
I
the
got
airport
money.
call
I'm
him
done
back,
with you. I'm
he
done
passed
with
his
this.
drug
It's like,
test.
okay, what?
He passed
This
his
is
drug
weird.
test. No, yeah, I bet
Nah, he passed the probation.
passed
He passed the probation.
90 days later.
And I also wasn't educated in the art of like long-winded apologies. Like if somebody take 24 hours apologizing to you, a normal brain is going to say, well, they must be sorry because we've been having this same conversation for a long time. I didn't know that was a tactic that people use to dismaim and, you know, get you all riled up and not looking
I've
at what
always felt
they
like
got going on.
An apology is changed behavior.
The best
Apology
apology
isn't.
man.
Yeah, it's not saying I'm sorry. It's
And keep doing the same
yeah,
shit.
you can't keep doing the same shit and saying I'm sorry
They're
every
gonna keep
time.
doing it if you allow it. So it's
Oh, for
like,
sure.
At a point,
So the only
becomes
thing
on you.
the thing that made me finally like be like, okay, I'm pulling out. I'm getting out of here was I had started getting my hair done once a month. And it was like very adamant that I got my hair done once a month because I had started realizing that because of this relationship, I had stopped caring for myself how I used to.
was just
Right?
upkeep.
I was the kind of girl like I would have never had locks. This would have never happened. Right? I was the kind of girl like I can't leave my house unless my hair done and I look good. Like I'm not going nowhere. And I don't care if it's your birthday, girl. You could die. I'm not coming. Okay? I don't look good. All right.
She says you can die.
So
on your birthday.
I'm
Right.
not coming.
so depression led me into humility where I met this person at in my humbleness, and then in that humbleness they felt like I was one person, and I'm like, no, I know who I am. I'm just hurting right now, right? And so when I got back to getting my hair done once a month, I was telling my stylist something that happened, and I was like, I don't know, girl, I feel like every time I come in here I'm telling you the exact same thing. Like it's always the same story, it's always the same situation. And she put her hand on my shoulder and she said, Sean, I want you to hear what you just said. Damn what everybody else saying. Damn what everybody else got going on. Damn what the pastor say at the church. Damn what your mama got to say. Do you hear what you saying? And I'm like, yeah, I hear what I'm saying, and I'm tired of sounding like this. I don't want to come to your house once a month and be complaining about the same shit but a different story. And that's the thing that will get a lot of people hung up in relationships that they need to get out of. It'll be a different situation, but the actions will be the same way. But because it's a different situation, your mind is telling you like, oh no, this is not the same thing. Like, no, this is the same thing. You need to
once
go.
you get out of the pattern of just realizing it is a pattern, that's all it is.
Realizing it is a pattern, realizing you are in a cycle.
And
that's
when it's your shit.
For sure.
So we gonna start to wrap this shit up.
We gonna wrap up.
So what you got coming up? Any
getting all deep with Slink
shows? I know he gonna be hosting the 150th episode.
I'm gonna get right
of
with my
Innovative.
woman.
Hey, that's like
you gonna get right with your woman after this conversation.
I'm telling you,
Listen,
Innovative
I feel
comedy
more open to letting
Innovative comedy
at this
is
point.
comedians just talking about real shit, so it ain't always just But we're comedians. We can talk about the news,
real quick,
elections.
we're supposed to talk about Meg Thee Stallion being at the
So I mean, we could get at like two minutes real quick before we go.
Did y'all think
I
that
just
was
felt
weird?
I didn't see it, man, but I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. It's like, on one hand, I feel like, yeah, that's the generation, that's the target, who she targeted. But on the other hand, I feel like, damn, you pandering. I hate these fucking politicians when they pander to us. They don't give a shit.
Joe Biden went and danced in front of a black church and had a fish sandwich, and that's how he got all the. When Bernie Sanders won every state, Bernie Sanders won every state. Won 8 straight states, and Biden went to that church in North Carolina that if you go there, and you usually get the nomination, and that's how. So that's we pander. We take.
I hate that pander.
Again, it goes back to full circle. If you accept what's being given to you, it's kind of on you at that point.
And also, shout out to Meg Thee Stallion. But again, I'm tired of these these vulgar ass bitches. Like I'm tired of bitches telling me how.
You can't call them bitches.
They call themselves now. They call themselves worse.
Tell
you what color they booty is.
You got the best neck.
I do feel like it makes it harder.
Throat goats and shit.
I feel like it makes it harder for me as a woman to get men to respect me when it's like other women in the world acting like this. Like, well, bitch, what make you better than all the rest of these bitches? It's like, well, I'm different.
Y'all can call me old or whatever. I don't care. But I say this, ladies, grown ass men don't like that shit. That old. My pussy this and I'm you know what I'm saying, I do this and I squat and you throwing it around this. Can you save something for me? Like, God damn.
Put it in your pocket, ho, okay?
Yeah, it don't even sound normal of like,
God damn.
Of like just something I would listen to driving in a car.
These bitches, and
it's music talk.
Bitches talk, it's like, all this shit turning me off because bitches sound like niggas.
It's been
y'all
getting there though.
Niggas.
Y'all remember the lick it now, lick it good, just like
she only had a quick little run of like
Kane Wayne with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Kane Wayne with it.
She had to come back a few years later with that.
And then what's that other lady? T-shirt and my panties on. They been nasty.
It's room for one or two. Yeah, you hollering out
every 8 years or something.
17 of them bitches now.
You got a whole
at least
posse
60
cut of bitches talking about they pussy
Ice Spice.
Waterfall dripping and bitch.
And they booty is open and they booty is wet and then nigga eating their booty.
Open booty sound disgusting.
Because they feel like that's what the niggas that's coming to their shows want to hear. They want to come. They want to fantasize about that shit.
That is these niggas writing they raps, and I want to ask these niggas writing, where are you niggas drawing this experience from?
That's
sir?
Crazy. That's real shit though.
Well, these niggas, the bitches sound like
talk
niggas.
About deep throating and booty open and.
Krishan Rock got a song like that.
We don't want our women
act
to talk
like
like
bitches.
that.
These bitches act like niggas.
It's just like it's just the whole pattern.
We don't want
of that shit is, but a lot of the shit is flopping anyway. So it shows that nobody is actually, and it is being promoted to us by higher powers. Because there's like it don't make sense that the person that can barely put a verse together.
We don't have no Erykah Badu. Well, we got Erykah Badu, and we got
you don't have. But you don't have those.
We don't have no more.
You should have a plethora of those.
Earthy,
another like 5 of those
women,
opposed to
nurturing women. We got these boss bitches that's gonna slam Lambo doors on you
and do donuts.
Oh, yeah, they
jump out at the sideshow with an
they wasn't even putting them with the R&B
so
category.
I want to before we get out of here, I want to remind all of our followers and listeners to please check out Vintage 12. What was it? Vintage 12. Dang it, both my phones are that we had on last week. So Vintage is a soulful, earthy singer, and she is not singing about her vagina or her booty hole in any of her music. So please tap in with Vintage, VENTAGE. I believe it's $12.95 or $12.45. One of those right there. I forget numbers. I remember names and faces, but not numbers. But okay, cool ass kid. I had to take back that conversation since I started it. I had to really back in and end it.
So
we
any
can get out
other
of
shows you got coming up? Or
Oh man, I got the Innovative Comedy 150th episode coming soon. I got a show coming up in Marietta with Chris Spencer headline, and that's October 19th.
That's preach if niggas don't know from Don't Be a Menace.
Man, I got still Good Times on Netflix. Doing comedy all over the country. I got another show coming up in Detroit soon. I'm fucked up about the date, but man, I'm grinding. And follow my YouTube channel. Subscribe to me on YouTube, youtube.com/Slink, or look up Slink Johnson on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. I'm dropping new videos every week, new vlogs. Shit, man. Talking shit, swallowing spit, man. If you see me come across your Uber app, nigga, give me 5 stars. You know, and hit me up on Cash App, $Slink Johnson.
Yeah. Tony Grams, follow me on IG at Tony Grams, TONY_GRAMS. And shit, we have, like I said, the 150th episode coming up. That's gonna be sick. We have some dope comics on there, and it's gonna be pretty good. So make sure y'all tap in for that.
It's gonna be pretty good.
It's gonna be better than good. I just, I don't like to oversell it.
That's just how I talk.
Oversell that.
I don't wanna
it's
say,
about to be lit. I'm gonna be
They know
there.
when we on it, it's already gonna be a hit. So it's up.
Oh, modest Tony. You guys can follow me at Just Shantanette. That is JUST. Sean like Shawn Mendes. Like ta-da. And net like up your net worth. Because Cam said so, okay? Take us out of here, cool ass Cam.
Oh, man. Y'all can tap in with me at COOLAZZCAM. Tap in with our website, www.theinnovativeculture.com. Follow us on Instagram at innovative.culture and innovative.comedy, and subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/innovativeculture.
Innovative.
Slink, you know you like my air horn.
I love it.
Blue Got Innovative Comedy.
Innovative.